November, and here we are at the South Holston Dam in East Tennessee, South Holston Lake. Today we're going to be doing a dive down to the intakes. They are generating right now, so our plan was to drop down on the grates that extend all the way to the floor of the lake, but for safety purposes we're going to stay just outside and above, right on top of the pillbox. The generators will pull in through these intakes we're going to be diving down to, and right now they're what, John, about 110 to the top? Yeah. About 110 feet to the top. So we'll be dropping down on top of those intakes. Hopefully our light sources are adequate enough to kind of show you what's going on. We'll see what the visibility is. We should hit a thermocline at about 40-45 feet. Basically what a thermocline is, it's where there is a change in temperature and there is an abrupt drop. So we may, it just depends on exactly how extreme the temperature variance is. But the whole point about a thermocline is that when you get below the thermocline, in theory, you get a lot more visibility. So it's probably going to be a little bit murky, down to about 40-45 feet, somewhere around that range. With that being said, we'll get this dive started. One last thing. We get down there on those intakes. As I said, they are generating, so you should be able to hear the hum of those turbines. It's a little eerie, but it's a lot of fun. Anyway, see you down there.
Come on, Glenn. really is. A little bit, I'll follow you, but my ears can't go anywhere. Good. No, go back. There you go. Here's a good shot. hold the light there, John. You want to go out, son? Come on. You just record this. Gotcha.
So it wasn't as clear as we were hoping it would be, being winter, right on the edge of December. But we, according to my dive computer, we hit about 104 feet. Now the current got a little bit strong. We, what'd you have, John?
112.
112. Current got a little strong as we got down closer to the bottom of the grates. We were trying to skirt around there, and once again, for safety's sake, we decided to just come up. Now we've been down on those intakes when it's not crystal clear, but it's not as murky as that. But I think the lake is just not turned. It's just that time of year. To give you a description of what this is, if you can imagine a pillbox. Thing has what, 3 sides, John? 5. Is it 5?
5 sides.
Okay. We just didn't make it over to the other side of that thing.
Other edge, yeah.
So when we went down, what you saw was the top of this pillbox. And you may have noticed a long rectangular grade that we kept going over. Well, if you were to lift that grade, you'd be right down in there in the center of that pillbox, which is where you wouldn't want to be, especially when they're generating. What is the diameter of that intake? 18 feet? Is it 12 feet? So, as you see the camera pointing over the edge, and you see these large grades, looks like just big flat bars. Those are the grates that protect the intake. So, if we were to drop down on those while they were generating, more or less, we get pulled up to those grates, might pull your mask off. I don't know about our full face masks, but I know I've been down on them before, and it's a pretty good amount of suction at that point. So we were knocking off some soot there so you could see the current as he was pulling water into those grates. Now those grates go down, what, 30 feet, John? About from the top?
30 to 40, yes.
30 to 40 feet from the top of that pillbox we were sitting on top of, all the way down, as I mentioned earlier, to the floor of the lake. As you get down to the bottom, there's a lot of debris just over the years that have been pulled up to that location. So we'll bring you more dives with a lot more visibility than what you guys had today. We're kicking back to our takeout point. And that is the face of the dam. Deepest point in this area here is what, 200 and, is it 40? So it's not a real deep lake as compared to some that we've dove in, but deep enough. And that's right out here in that channel towards that crane you see in the distance. Now, what is below that crane? That goes down to the floor of the lake. That crane lifts a large gate that allows water to pass through into a sluice tunnel, and it sluices out on the backside of that dam. And I'll get some footage of the backside so you can just exactly see how big this dam is.